Hey, what's up, Improvement Warrior? Jason Yun, back with you again. Hope you're having a fabulous day today. Welcome to Improvement Warrior Podcast. This is episode 37. So this is a podcast that I recorded back in February from New Smyrna Beach, Florida, and went over a few different topics, but what sparked it was the quote from Dr. Jack Kruse. It's one of my favorite quotes, and it is, "If you live near an ocean and you don't get in it every day, you're an idiot." That's one of my favorites. So, things going on in my life that might be of interest to you. So today I went to my daughter's school picnic, and normally it's at the end of the year, but we had it today, and it was a beautiful day, no clouds, perfect 70 degrees. But the thing is, I saw there was 52 parents there, or no, 51 parents, 32 pairs of sunglasses out. So that's something I'm trying to spread the word. It's an unknown death causer, episode number 31. If you haven't listened to it, if you know somebody who is continually wearing sunglasses, it's basically a slow death. It's the new cigarettes. So basically destroys everything, circadian rhythm, all that stuff, blocks the UV, everything that I talk about that we need in our life. But so I bet you can only guess, or I bet you can guess who the only person there who was grounded. Always grounding. Always grounding. Get those electrons. So the other day I set a record in August I set the record for, I think it was 7 hours, 7 minutes. It was the longest time I've ever done. And I think it was Wednesday that I set the record for longest time consecutively. So it was 5 hours, 45 minutes. Got to get those electrons in. Photoelectric effect. That's how it works, baby. That's how it works. But wanted to read a quick testimonial. Not sure who it's from because I took this screenshot July of 2022. So if it's you, let me know. But thank you for the testimonial. But this is what he says here. He says he's describing his routine here. So he will say, we'll literally do the Kruse routine every day and slowly build up strength, then gradually start working with your workouts, weights and calisthenics, X3 bar, or however you suggest. Just would like to be accountable to someone like yourself, perhaps once every 2 weeks or so. If anything, it's cool to do a check-in or have some kind of forum or live meetup, or even just calling you or Zoom, even if it's just 5 to 10 minutes. Anyways, glad you're doing this work. You're the clearest communicator on how to actually follow Jack Kruse and Matt Maruka's protocols to the letter, and you are more comprehensive and interactive. Anyway, just inquiring, thanks for your podcast and tough love warrior spirit. You are doing this for the right reasons, and it's valuable. So whoever you are, I appreciate that, and there is several ways that you can work with me, and check-ins and Zoom and whatnot. But if you do want to work closer with me, best step would be to set up a discovery call with me. So go to improvementwarriorfitness.com/discovery call. And that's another thing. If you have been checking the website lately, it has been a little off, but it is now fixed. But I'm still getting the pages up. So I lost content. All the content, so it just shows basically the page or the post headline, and then it shows the comment box, but all the content in the middle is gone. So I'm working on that and getting that back up. So but it's happening slowly, and it's obviously pissed me off royally because I've had that website since 2013, so I've got literally thousands of things I need to put back up. But one at a time. If you do want to set up a discovery call, go to discoverycall.com. We set up a 5 to 10 to 15 minute call. Basically, discover where you want to be, where you are now, where you've been, and how to get there the fastest. So the other thing I'm doing, I've started to do add more iodine into my life, because usually I would just do like 1 or 2 drops every other day. But remember, I am eating seafood pretty much every day, but I've been hearing a lot about iodine, especially from Dr. Leland Stillman, who is a fellow mitochondriac, and he just recommended like high dose, and I've been doing it for probably 4 days, and can definitely feel a boost in my sleep and energy throughout the day. So check that out. I just use Lugol's iodine from Amazon, so improvementwarriorfitness.com/iodine, and you can check that out. But otherwise, yeah, that's it. So what is in this podcast? Whoa. Okay, my infrared light just went out. So let me get a light on here real quick so I can actually see the keyboard. We're going to have to go with the purple light now, since my infrared lit burned out. Ooh, and that's freaky. You can't even see me, but most of you are probably listening to me, but whatever. Oh, there. Lucy, are you sitting on the light? Lucy, get up. Get up. Move. Hey, stupid dog. So Lucy's butt was sitting on the power button. Sorry about that. Alright, so now we got an infrared light and we got a UV light going on. Alright, so what was I saying? I completely forgot. Oh, what's in this podcast? Sorry. Okay, so highlights of this podcast. Why bacteria is vital for your health. Why drinking pasteurized milk is bad for your health. What is the #1 prevention for breast, colorectal, prostate cancer? What is the best way to increase testosterone? Where is the absolute best place to ground? Why the electric charge inside of you is vital. This is your redox. Why sun cosmetics are bad. Why your eyes help make more melanin in you on the outside and inside. Why the darker you are, the more sun you need. Why blue-eyed people need to take more time building a solar callus, but still need to take off the sunglasses. How to build a solar callus. The aromatic amino acid histidine. So in the podcast I mentioned it was histamine, not histidine, but I corrected myself. So it is histidine, which is the aromatic amino acid. Why putting sunglasses on kids is child abuse. Why eating toxic seed oils makes it really hard to build a solar callus or raise your vitamin D. What is a telltale sign your lymphatic and immune system sucks? And what is a free way to improve your circulatory system? And other things as well. So again, this is from New Smyrna Beach, so you will hear waves in the background. Hopefully you can hear the podcast all the way through. But otherwise, if you have any questions, let me know. And of course, this podcast is free for me, but not free for you. So we still are at 4 reviews on Apple and just 1 on Spotify. So let's try and get that up. So want to get this out to as many people as we can, and the reviews help indicate to Apple and Spotify that this is a podcast that people can learn and people can go to and get the information that they need to change their life. And again, if you want to support the podcast, you can go to either Patreon, Anchor, or PayPal. That's improvementwarriorfitness.com/Patreon or /PayPal or /Anchor. But otherwise, let's get into the podcast. Here we go. Improvement Warrior Podcast, episode number 37. I'll talk to you later. Have a great day. Stay strong. Stay positive. Be the Improvement Warrior.
Hey, what's up, Improvement Warrior? I'm here at New Smyrna Beach, middle of February. Just got out of my second swimming session for about 20 minutes, but one of my favorite quotes from Dr. Jack Kruse is, if you live near an ocean and you don't get in it every single day, you're an idiot. And basically he's saying that because of, I forget if it's a quart or a pint or a gallon of ocean water, there's like a ridiculous amount of bacteria in that. And it's like, and most people are like, oh no, I don't want bacteria. Bacteria is bad. But remember, we are basically a housing community for bacteria, especially in our gut. Both good and bad, and they work together to basically make things in us work. Okay? They say, a lot of people say that our gut is our second brain, and some people say that our gut is actually the first brain because it created the actual brain in our head. Okay? And that's why it's so bad to drink pasteurized milk.
3 hours, 40 minutes completed. Burn calories, 1076 calories.
That's why it's so bad to drink pasteurized milk, because pasteurization kills both the good and the bad bacteria, and then they don't get rid of that, so you basically have just pus swimming around, and then you drink that destroyed pus. Okay. Only raw milk if you can, and A2 milk if you can as well. Okay. The Devil in Milk, good book. Read it if you're more interested in milk, but otherwise stop drinking pasteurized milk. But otherwise, get out into the ocean. I've seen probably 5% or less of the people here on this beach get in the water. It's colder than it was at Jacksonville or Cocoa Beach when I was there a couple days ago. But Cocoa Beach, it was 71.1 degrees, so it's probably 68, 69 degrees. Not too cold, but obviously too cold for the indoor zoo animal, which is what you do not want to be. Okay? Be strong, be better. Okay? Get outside, naked eyes, no sunglasses, no contacts, no eyeglasses. Okay? If you have eyeglasses, pull it down when you're outside. Okay? Naked skin, kaniki, tan through bathing suit, get your balls, get your boobs out in the sun. Number 1 cancer prevention for breast cancer, prostate cancer, colo-rectal cancer, testicular cancer, all that stuff. Best way to increase your testosterone, men and ladies. Okay? Yep, that's right. Both of us need testosterone and estrogen and progesterone and pregnenolone and all DHEA, vitamin D, which is also all those sex steroid hormones, which are some of the most important hormones for our body. Okay? If we do not raise them properly or keep them in proper alignment, okay, guess what does that? Sun, proper circadian rhythm, all that stuff. Okay? And of course, barefoot. Okay? Right where I am, right here. Actually, right here, where the water meets the sand. That's the best place to ground. Okay. Most electrons, but when you're swimming in the ocean, you are grounded because the ocean water is grounded at all times. Okay. Remember, the Earth always has more energy, more electrons. The Earth is negatively charged, and you are supposed to be negatively charged. Okay? The more positively charged you get means you're building up protons in your body, and you're building up inflammation in your body, which is the start of every single disease. Your redox potential is the start of losing that negative charge. Okay? When the redox goes up, okay, and you don't stop that progression, that is when diseases go up and up and up. Okay? Or the symptoms of diseases start. And if you don't stop that progression, full-blown disease. And then if you don't stop that progression, organ failure. Depending on where that organ is, will depend on how fast you die. Okay? Number one, organ failure, of course. Number two is the brain. Okay? And then you have all the cancers. Okay? Cancer is a net positive charge disease. A bad redox potential. All that stuff. Okay? So, if you have questions, let me know. If you live near an ocean, get in it. If you live near a natural body of water, get in it. Okay? That's the next best thing. Okay? Positive ions, good and bad bacteria, all that stuff. The wind. Okay? Photons from the sun, all that stuff. But otherwise, get outside. Don't be a modern day zoo animal. Take off the sunglasses. Never
3 hours, 45 minutes completed. Burned calories, 1,100 calories.
take off the sunglasses. Never put the sunscreen on when you're outside. Anything that blocks the sun's natural frequencies is a sun cosmetic, and it is bad. Okay? Your eyes need to see the sun in order to make the proper melanin in you, which gives you the proper sun tan, which protects you. Remember, the darker you are, the more sun you need. So a African American, a person from India, okay, a person of Hispanic, Mexican, Spanish descent, okay, those are towards the skin Fitzpatrick type 6, okay. Somebody with Northern European descent, white, okay, is going to need less sun. So they will make 6 times more vitamin D than somebody who is a Fitzpatrick type 6. Okay, I'm a 4, so I make 4 times less than the average white person. And the lighter your hair, the lighter your eyes, okay, blue eyes, blonde hair, okay, darker eyes, darker hair, okay, so lighter your eyes are, more light is let in, okay, so you do have to be careful and build up your solar callus better and smarter, okay, so a lot of people I've seen who are coming here, getting here at 12 o'clock, 1 o'clock, which is the highest, most powerful UV. Okay, so you build up your solar callus through morning sun and late evening sun. So sunrise and then early AM sun when UVA first comes out. That is when the sun gets over 10 degrees. That's when UVA first comes out. Okay, UVB, which is vitamin D, will come out when the sun gets over 30. Okay, but we build up that solar callus with those early morning hours. Okay, all sun that comes to the earth, 42% of that is red light. So red light helps build the solar callus, all that stuff. Okay, there's a aromatic amino acid called I believe it's histidine, or it's histamine. Histamine, okay, when sunlight hits histamine, which is our aromatic amino acid, it creates histidine and urocanic acid, okay, and that allows the body, that's one of the things that helps our body build the solar callus. And when that happens, okay, you're able to be out when UV is highest, so you're able to make the most vitamin D, and you're able to raise your vitamin D levels, which it's chronic low vitamin D level across basically the world, especially in the United States, because I mean everybody is covering their eyes, covering their skin, okay, wearing the sunglasses, putting on the sunscreen. So I was just at Disney World yesterday, and the amount of people that had sunglasses on their children was ridiculous and stupid. And I wanted to punch people. Hey, it's child abuse to put sunglasses on a child. It's that simple. If you don't agree with that, fuck you. And if you know somebody who is doing that, have them watch this podcast, or watch this video, and learn about it. Learn about the truth. So I did a webinar, Circadian Biology 3, called Sun Cosmetics. Circadian Biology Part 2 was the sun. Those are premium webinars, so you can purchase those. I'll put it in the show notes and whatnot, link down below, and you can watch those. But if we're not willing to educate ourselves on the actual truths about the sun, about sunscreen and sunglasses and the world, and what these big corporations are doing to our health, it's like you have to say no to
3 hours, 50 minutes completed. Burnt calories, 1125 calories.
you have to say no to the big corporations and what they want you to do. You don't want to fall prey to them, because if you do, the more you fall in line with them and what they want you to do, what they want you to purchase, how they want you to use their products, you're just going to be basically falling, lowering your dopamine, not being able to think for yourself, and basically just becoming a modern human with modern diseases. Okay? And one thing about that aromatic amino acid, histamine, or histidine, I forget if it's histamine or histidine, and then they turn into either histamine or histidine. But taking an antihistamine will absolutely destroy your ability to create a solar callus. It will allow you to be burnt a lot more, and then so you won't be able to be in the sun, so you'll think the sun is bad, and you'll think you'll need sunscreen, you'll think you'll need sunglasses and all that bullshit that you do not need when you live a proper life. Okay? But, so get the sun, get outside, and all that stuff. So, also I've got the next webinar I'm going to be talking about. This video will be way out after, but I'm going to be talking about seed oils and the toxic seed oils and why they suck and all that stuff. But if you're constantly eating seed oils, so canola oil, soybean oil, safflower oil, sunflower oil, all that stuff, it'll also make you impossible to build a solar callus, because that stuff just erodes our cells and gets into it, and just causes bad stuff, makes the cholesterol, LDL cholesterol, which is not bad. It's bad when it's oxidized and it becomes small dense particles, which toxic seed oils do. That's when it becomes bad, but it's not bad. It's an essential molecule for everything. Okay. So it's an essential molecule for everything. I've done 3 webinars on it, and the toxic seed oil webinar will be in my private health group, improvementwarriorfitness.com/IWU. FB, join that group. Okay, and that's all I got for you today. But if you live near an ocean, or you live near a natural body of water, and you don't get in it. So as Dr. Kruse says, you're an idiot for not doing it. And water is the #1 Faraday cage. So a Faraday cage protects you from EMFs, non-native EMFs, all that stuff. And remember that even if you don't live near a natural body of water, you can put yourself in water. So I get myself into the cold tub. You can get into a cold shower. Okay. Cold water, absolute best. So don't just be taking hot showers and always end in cold. And if you can't end in cold, you can't take it, or you can't get into a cold tub, you start warmer and then work your way down. If you can't do that, then it's evidence that your circulatory system and your lymphatic system sucks. Okay, so one thing about grounding and one thing about being in natural body of water is the blood flow. Okay, non-native EMF, that stuff clumps our blood, and then basically when we're grounded, when we're connected to nature, we're in the sun, photoelectric effect, photons interacting with the electrons inside our body, that basically declumps the blood flow, so our blood is able to flow properly and it's able to do the proper things that it needs to do. So it is collecting, right now it is collecting UV light, because UV doesn't penetrate very much at all. Okay, so the red blood cells,
3 hours 55 minutes completed. Burned calories 1149 calories.
The red blood cells, they basically rise to the top of the skin to catch that UV light, and they act as a ferry boat to take it to all the different places on our body and whatnot. Okay. But that's the magic of being outside. But otherwise, that's all I have for you today. I'll turn this into a video, turn this into a podcast, so you can listen to it, watch it however you want to consume it. But remember, I'm always looking for ratings, help get the word out. Apple, Spotify, #1 places to do that, but anywhere you can give a honest opinion, please do so. But otherwise, I will check you later. Till next time, have a great day. Stay strong, stay positive, be the improvement warrior. Jason Yun signing off from New Smyrna Beach. Later, dude.
Do you want to work more closely with me? Everybody needs a coach. Some need multiple coaches. A coach can come in many forms these days, from video to podcast to seminars to DVDs to books to Audible to in-person coaching to online coaching. Strength coach Dan John has the perfect quote: "If you are coaching yourself, then you have an idiot for a coach." If you are stuck in life with your health, business, mindset, wasting time, and don't know the next step, and you are ready to change, then the first step is to set up a discovery call with me. In this 5 to 10 to 15 minute call, we will discuss where you are and where you want to go, and what I can do to help you get there the fastest. To schedule your discovery call with me, simply go to improvementwarriorfitness.com/discovery call. I will say it again and again. Your phone is one of the biggest detriments to your health due to the non-native EMF and blue light coming from it. However, with YunTap app from solar-powered Rusty, you can take care of blue light, Wi-Fi, flickering effect, all in one simple press of a button. YunTap, you can disable Wi-Fi and Bluetooth completely. Get rid of your connection with the cellular tower, apply a blue light filter, reduce screen flickering, especially over low brightness, achieve sound sleep almost immediately, improve your mitochondrial health significantly, and maintain eye health with no more dry eyes, and numerous health benefits as well. YunTap, you can check it out at improvementwarriorfitness.com/solar-powered. Unfortunately, it does not work for Android, just iPad, iPhone, and Macs at this time. But check it out, improvementwarriorfitness.com/solar-powered. We are always looking for ratings for the podcast. It helps my podcast be found by others looking to improve their life and health.
as well as it helps us get ranked higher. So please help us out so that I may continue bringing this life-changing podcast to you and others around the world. Just go to the leave a review section of your favorite podcast listening app and let us know what you think. 5 stars is preferred, but please be honest. Thank you in advance.